city. Police say 2 men were stabbed around 7:30 this morning on a mezzanine at the Grand Central 42nd Street station. This is in the middle of rush hour. Both victims were stabbed in the stomach. No word on what led to the attack, but police do have a person of interest in custody. Both victims are...
Yep, we're going to talk about that one. This happened today, this morning. As buckling, always buckling and drive safely, ladies and gentlemen. Always buckling in all 50 states within the United States. Driving, wearing no seatbelt is a ticket. So don't get tickets out there. Always wear your seatbelt, guys. Always drive safely. Yes, let's talk about this one, guys. This is incredible, bro. Listen, no matter how much they try to, like, the politicians, the law, police department, though, the public transportation is getting more and more dangerous in New York State every single day. This happened downtown in Manhattan, in one of the busiest train stops there is in Manhattan, in Times Square area, though. This gentleman they had a disagreement, and they just started taking off literally with a weapon. I have the video, I'll show you guys the video, but the video is graphic, so it's sick though. It's sick, man. Nowadays, bro, listen, it's not even worth getting into any type of arguments with people. It's not even worth it, bro. You know, be the bigger person and walk away. Somebody says something to you that's disrespectful, bro. Be the bigger person and walk away and live in the hands of God and his family, man. Once nobody touch you, then leave it alone, dude, because at the end of the day, talk is cheap. You know, people who talks the loudest is always the most coward person in that group. The loudest person within that group is the most coward. Always remember that. So when people start getting loud and talking, becoming disrespectful, bro, you're in a situation like that, the best thing I could advise you is to just walk away. Leave it up to God right there and then. But if someone come to you and put their hands on you physically, I'll say all day, defend yourself. All day, defend yourself, 100%. But talk is cheap. You know, a lot of situation, man, I see a lot of people, it start from simple words, simple back and forth words, and then before you know it, it turned into a serious situation over words, you know. So my whole thing, bro, I don't even get into any type of argument with people, bro. And one of the other reasons why I'm always by myself. I tell a lot of people, man, you want to avoid the problems in this world, you want to avoid any type of conflict, learn to be by yourself. Learn to love your own company. Learn to enjoy being by yourself as much as you can. Because when you're by yourself, you're the only person that has what's in you're the only person that listens to you. Everything that comes out of your mouth when you're by yourself, you're the only person that's there to listen. All of your thoughts, everything that you're thinking about, you are the only person that knows what's going on inside of your body. You know what I mean? It's good to surround yourself with people 100%, but I advise people all the time, man, learn to love being in your own company. Learn to love being by yourself. And if you do have to take public transportation, mind your business. You know, get on the subway, get on the bus. Mind your business. The bottom line is mind your business. Do the best you can to not get into no type of argument or disagreement with nobody, because it's not worth it, bro. You know, imagine you're waking up and you're going to take the train to your job, or you're going to take the bus to get to work, you know, to earn an honest living, to take care of yourself, to take care of your family, and you're on the train and out of nowhere somebody looked at you and you look back at them, and all of a sudden that sparked off an entire argument. And just because you look back at the person, you didn't think about nothing negative. Somebody's staring at you and you just caught them staring and you looked at them, and immediately that person that might be staring at you will take that personal to the fact that they want to talk to you in a confrontational manner, and they want to, they want to get confrontational with you for no reason, just because you looked at the direction because they were staring at you. Something about when people are staring at you, you could feel it, and you look up or you look to the side and you just catch eye contact with those people, and they end up, sometimes they'll get mad because you caught them staring at you. Just get up, dude. If you see it's going to lead into an argument, just get up and change the cause. Get up and move to the other side of the train. That's not making you a coward. You have to understand, a lot of people be thinking like, oh, I'm not a punk, I'm not going to back down. No, that's not backing down. That's just avoiding a situation that you know can get chaotic. Do the best. That's all I'm saying. That does not make you a coward. And if you're hanging around people that tell you if you're hanging around people that are constantly saying to you that avoiding situation that you know can lead into bad stuff happening, if that to them makes you a coward, don't be around people like that. That's not making you a coward. If you're around any situation that you see has the possibility, that if you're around any situation that you see have the potential to turn into a chaotic situation, the best advice I could give you guys is to get up and walk away, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, dude, when you somebody say something to you, say something back, and then it comes to the point now it completely got out of control on both sides. You know, so it's always best, dude, to walk away and live it in the hands of God and His family. You know, that does not make you a coward. You know, when you're hanging around in neighborhoods and you're hanging around with people that's, you know, gang members, you know, drug dealers, they have that type of saying that people who avoid problems is cowards. Like gang members, drug dealers, they have that saying within their communities that if you're a type of person that avoid problems, you're labeled as a coward. And that's far from the truth, bro. You're not a coward if you're avoiding situation that could lead you into going to jail or end up in prison. You know, self-defense within the 50 states that makes up the United States, self-defense matter. So if somebody comes to you in a violent way and they put their hands on you, that's a different scenario. That's you defending yourself. Whatever might happen in that situation, that's you defending yourself 100%. You know, but somebody saying something to you verbally, and you saying something back to them verbally, or put it like that, somebody saying something to you verbally, might say something about your mother, your wife, your girlfriend, say something about your kids in a disrespectful manner, and you attacking that person because of words. Now that could lead you into jail or prison. That could lead you into having to hire a lawyer for $10,000 plus, $10,000 or more dollars, for you to defend yourself to stay out of jail or prison, just because some coward decided to say something disrespectful out their mouth. The biggest cowards are the bullies. People who think it's okay to bully people, you're a coward. People who think it's okay to see somebody that's different from them and to judge them and disrespect them, you're a coward. People who prey upon people who prey upon others that looks different from them and have disrespectful words to say about it, you're a coward. That's what makes you a coward. But avoiding situation that you know that can lead you down the path of going to jail or ending up in prison, or having to empty out your bank account to give to a lawyer to protect yourself to stay out of jail, to stay out of prison, that's a different scenario. You're not a coward. You're just an individual that's avoiding problems. You're just an individual that knows what it is, that it doesn't matter. Whatever that person might say to you, words are cheap. Talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than words. I don't care who you are, what you're talking about, what you have to say, bro. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna live in the hands of God and His family. You guys might be surprised out there. People who don't like you, the biggest and best thing you could do to people who you know don't like you and have bad things to say about you is to give them the silent treatment. When you give people the silent treatment, that you see them, you act like they don't exist, you don't say nothing to these people, it gets them more angry than you actually having a back and forth with that person. I swear to God. And try it. If you're one of those people out there right now that you know there is people that's around you that don't like you and always have bad things to say about you, try giving them the silent treatment for as long as you can. Silent treatment. Don't say nothing to them when you see them. Avoid them. Act like they're not in the room when you're in the same room with them. Completely blank them out of your life. Completely blank them out of your life. And I promise you, it gets them way more angry than you actually going to the back and forth with people. It's just not worth it, dude. Nowadays, it's just too much unnecessary nonsense going on. You know, and don't think you're a coward because you don't want to engage into arguments. Don't think you're a coward because you're walking away from a situation that could lead you and lead you into going to prison. You're not a coward. You know, you're just doing what's smart. That makes you actually a smart person. You're doing what it takes to avoid a situation that you know could lead into something way worse. I'm going to show you guys the actual video. If you have little kids that you don't want them to see this stuff, please turn them away from this video, because this video is a little bit graphic, but I just want to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, the situation.
Breaking news at noon. The search is.
I'm going to show you right now. It's
2 people are.
Look at this.
This was during rush hour in Grand Central Terminal this morning. Fox 5 obtained an exclusive video of this attack. Let's go out to Fox 5's Arthur Sheehan live at the scene. And Arthur, this all happened on the subway mezzanine at Grand Central.
The video shows it happened actually inside the subway car itself right now. You pointed out police are still looking for the individual who stabbed 2 subway riders this morning on a crowded 456 Lexington line train. This was, as you also pointed out, in the middle of rush hour. Now, there are some reports out there that the individual in this case has been caught. Our information says otherwise, that he is still being sought. In the meantime, you are looking at cell phone video obtained by Fox 5.
And all of this started from an argument. Literally. All of this started from just a simple back and forth. Why you looking at me? Why? Simple stuff. And in the black and Hispanic communities, stupid shit like that happen all the time. As I explained to you guys earlier. Like, you would be in a situation where you're minding your business and somebody's just staring at you. And you look up and you caught them staring at you. And immediately they're going to take it personal and start a confrontation with you. So this is exactly what took place in this situation right here. And it just came to the situation. It came to where the person who was staring, because he had a weapon, he thought he was the tough guy. So the other guy, you see that with the gray sweatpants, he was just defending himself. And the guy with the weapon, he just started getting aggressive because he knew he had a weapon on him and started to just poke the guy for no reason. But yes, they did actually, law enforcement do have a gentleman in custody for this situation. They do have a person of interest. They haven't announced, the NYPD have not announced if that's exactly the guy, the person that they arrested, if that's the exact guy who committed the crime. But bro, he stabbed 2 people, and both of these guys, thank God, they're not in critical condition. They was both taken to the hospital. Hopefully with the help of God, they'll make a full recovery. But public transportation is getting more and more worse in New York State and all around the country, man. Like, taking a public transportation now, you have to be like, you know, you have to be very, very alert. You got to be alert. You got to be prepared, because, you know, like, you be minding your business. Like the guy in the gray sweats, he said he was minding his business. He wasn't bothering nobody. He was just sitting there and he observed the guy staring at him and making faces at him. And then when he looked up and he caught eye contact with the dude, because this guy knew that he had a weapon, he acted like he was a tough guy. So immediately he took the weapon out and started just stabbing the 2 guys. So for no reason. Out of just a simple, why are you staring at me? Dude, we're on a train. What do you mean why I'm not staring at you? We're on a train. I caught you looking at me. What? My advice to you guys, don't say nothing, walk away, enjoy your life. You know what I mean? I promise you, God has ways of taking care of our battles for us. You know, don't go out your way to try to hurt nobody. Just live your life and pray to God every single day. You know what I mean? That's the best thing we could do in this world. Just live our lives, pray to God, and ask God to guide us and protect us in every which way, shape, and form. You know, ladies and gentlemen, always treat people the way you want to be treated, guys. Always do what's right in the eyes of God and his family. Always make God and his family part of your decision making. To our Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Donald J. Trump, I salute you, sir, and your entire family. Guys, take care until the next video. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's love each other. Let's do what's right for each other. Let's treat each other with the love that we desire for ourselves and our families. Let's care about each other. Let's help each other out in this world. Instead of doing bad against each other, let's help each other out. Let's work together to make this world a better and a safer place for us all. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man.